Most people in the Western world have been taught the model of retirement, which is to finish work at around 60 to 65 after you've worked solid 40 years as an employee. I don't really subscribe to this model. I think it's extremely outdated. So let me share with you my plan of why I want to retire at 35 and how I intend to do so. Bonjour, my name is Sorella Moore and welcome to this Finance and Freedom channel. If you're brand new here, make sure that you do subscribe. If you find value from these videos, it would be amazing if you could like and, drop a cheeky comment down below because it helps us immensely in getting the message of finance and freedom out to the world, a human right that we believe. And finally, we have an amazing newsletter that goes out with extra tips on finance, freedom, global structures, and so much more. There's a link in the bio to subscribe for that. Keep watching until the end of the video where I will share my plan of exactly how I intend to retire at the age of 35, which is just 2.5 years away. Personally, I've been quite interested in finances for most of my life. There's even evidence that my mom tells me about from the age of 2, where I was interested in finances and understanding this energetic exchange that is called money. I don't know why, it's always been just a natural interest for me. And maybe it's because I'm a natural rebel and I just like taboo topics. And we're told that we shouldn't like or even talk about finances, which is pretty insane because the minute that we leave school and we have to be independent and look after ourselves, we need to know how to pay rent, how to pay our bills, how to save, how to buy a house, how to pay taxes. And most of us don't know. Most of us go blind throughout this process, and most people will spend their entire life struggling in this finance sector. I will say that I think that this topic is made to be out as taboo for a very specific reason, because any individual education and empowerment in this area is a threat to the system that relies on us being ignorant. And I'm pretty sure it's obvious through this channel that I really don't like governments and the structures that they have in place, because it feels like it's always there in order to make us be one step behind and always struggling. And that to me is not ultimate freedom. And it's definitely not a basis to help people thrive in life. I'm all about individuals thriving because that means humanity is thriving. So me being the rebel that I am, I really want to go in there and just learn to play the game and then outplay them, which means I have to learn to master the world that they've created around the finances and the structures that they've created so I can understand everything, master it, and then share it with others, which is this channel. So from the early days of hearing about the life plan that most people have in the current structure of society, go to work for about 40 to 50 years, and then at the end, you'll be granted permission in order to take time off around the age of 60 to 65. These should be seen as your golden years. What? Around these golden years, you'll be given a pension, which is going to help you live your life, and you can travel. They paint it out as this dream thing that you're going to experience, but let's break it down. Number one, retirement funds, they're really not very fat. They don't have much in it. So you're not going to receive a lot of money at the end. Oftentimes it's just enough for people to just feed themselves really bad food because they can't even afford really nice, nutrient-full food. So that means that their body's going to start breaking down because they're not feeding themselves properly. Their body is not as agile anymore. So going on trips, okay, maybe. I mean, 60 to 65 is still young. My mom's in this age range and she's like, whoa, but the older you get, the less your body is agile. That's just how it works. But what is the concerning aspect of this model is that there are warning signs, and people have spoken about this very extensively so far, that there will be no pension funds around the year 2030 because the Federal Reserve is printing money so intensely that there will be nothing left for people that expect that there is going to be something. AKA, the thing that we've been taught is the safe way is not the safe way anymore. It is an outdated model and they're scrambling to keep the illusion alive. I am not in any way dissing people that are working in the traditional model at all, because I understand that this is a model for a lot of people and this is what they follow and this is how they need to live, because the entrepreneurial and business lifestyle and being fully in control of your own finances and freedom is absolutely not for everybody. It is a higher stakes life because there is no roadmap for it. You have to work it out. Whereas a job, there is very much a structure, and lots of people want that. And I'm okay with that. People want that, and that's fine. What I'm not okay with is the fact that at the end of all this time of people working so hard for someone else, being so stressed out for so many years, then they land on these golden years and they have nothing to show for, and potentially there will be no retirement fund for them anyway. So what are they going to do then? Like, people being treated like trash and robots and discarded. This is not okay. This is why I'm saying all of this is an outdated system, and we have to come back to humanity and learn to love and take care of each other, because one person's not being taken care of, none of us are really taken care of. So we have to be there in order to support each other. So that's why I'm here to disturb the system, to make as many people free as possible. So hopefully we, the people watching this, are able to assist others that are not in the position to do so, create a better world for them. Rant done. I think personally in my financial journey, I'm reaching a point where I'm almost fully financially free. And from the outside, being rich already, many people might be thinking, like, what else do you need? But there are different stages of wealth acquisition. I'll go over this in another video. But essentially, there are layers. And to me, the bottom layer of securing yourself financially fully, like properly, and creating ultimate financial freedom is having your income being fully passive. Never needing to do anything for money ever again. I'm so close to this point, and I just want to unlock that level for myself. I didn't grow up in a household where there was financial safety, so I think part of me is doing this because I want to make sure that I never have to return to that, and my family never has to deal with the idea of not having enough money, because I saw what that did to our family, and it wasn't very pretty. And I will say, when I was younger, I did have this idea that I'll retire early because I just heard of this concept one time, and I was like, that sounds awesome. But I think as I was going through this journey, it wasn't at the forefront of my mind, and I think just the closer I get, I'm like, this could actually happen. I could actually unlock this level and know what it feels like, and then also share the lessons that I've learned from this experience, how I got there, with other people, and help them on their journey as well if this is something that they seek. I'm so close. So I'm curious to know at this point, what do you think about retirement, early retirement? Would you want to retire early, and why? Let me know your strong why as to what you would do with your time. Very interesting for me to know if other people feel the same way about this topic. All right, so retirement, what does it actually mean? Withdrawal from one's position or occupation or from active working life. And I think a lot of people do equate retirement with sitting on the beach, sipping margaritas and doing nothing else. I tried that for like 5 minutes and it was so boring. Oh my Lord almighty. And the crazy statistic, which is another reason why I think retirement and aiming for retirement is kind of scary, even though I'm contradicting myself right now. Keep watching. Most people after the traditional retirement age of 60 to 65, they start deteriorating really fast. The main reason they were able to find it's because of a lack of purpose, because they came from a job where they needed to wake up, they needed to do stuff, people were relying on them, to nothing. And I know that sounds probably pretty nice. I'm sure it does to some people, but they've proven it over and over and over again that this is a reason that people live for. They need to feel needed. It's a human desire to want to contribute to society. My mum is the greatest model for my life. I'm so thankful that she's my mum. One of the things that she's always said is, why on earth would you want to retire if you love what you do? I don't ever want to retire. And I think that's so important. If you're working in a job where you can't wait for retirement, I dare say you're in the wrong job. So that does leave us with the question of why, oh why, would you, Sorel, want to retire at 35 knowing that retirement might not be the best thing to strive for? Essentially withdrawal from working life. I never want to do anything for money ever again. If I'm so close to mastering the skill, I just want to go that extra step and see what happens, essentially. The world of finances doesn't really push me anymore. I really understand it so much. It's like the back of my hand. I understand how it works, it functions. Yes, there are things that I can keep unlocking, but it doesn't challenge me so much that way that it used to, because I really didn't understand. Now I have a bit of a grip on it. I know how to make money to the level that I'm comfortable with. I don't need to be a billionaire. I don't want to be a billionaire. I just want to cover off my bases, and I'm so close to mastering this world, and then I can pass on the information to you, which is awesome. And it's fun because 2.5 years, I predict that you and I will still be sharing the same journey together, so you get to see how all of this unfolds, which is pretty damn cool. But there is a bigger reason why I want to become financially totally 1000% free and retire. Firstly, I'm gonna take some time off. I wanna take 12 months off. A lot of people that are high strung like me, they struggle with doing this. It is not something that we look forward to. I had a little taste in 2020 of not needing to work so hard, and it was not very fun. I didn't like it. I still had to do some work amongst, going through so much darkness, internal darkness that I was dealing with, and that was a bit painful. So I wanna know what it's like when I'm not feeling that dark and so heavy, what it's like to have 12 months off. I know I'm gonna learn a lot about myself during this time, and I'm gonna unlock different aspects of myself that I would never have considered. And ultimately my life is about mastering myself. I have curiosity about being human. I want to explore everything that is possible. So this realm is open to me. I might be able to understand what happens when you don't have to worry about finances. I'm very intrigued. Biggest thing though, I'm so intrigued by is that whenever you start acquiring wealth, it helps you to expand your vision. So people that oftentimes when they're just struggling to pay rent for next week, their vision is quite short because they are wondering how they're going to pay their bills. It occupies a lot of their time in their brain. Finances can control their brain. That's a very short-sighted vision. And of course, not anything against it. It's just the situation that they're in. But billionaires oftentimes, they have the vision that goes on for generations. Like they have huge foresight. The more money, finances, security, like my really strong foundation that I talk about, the more that I've acquired that, my vision has expanded greatly. I've had the luxury of thought, and that to me is fascinating phenomenon that I want to explore further. I already have visions now and a concrete goals of what I want to do in order to leave humanity behind better than when I came. I want to add things to the earth that are going to help the future generations. If I choose to have kids, I want to take care of, the world for them and for all of everybody else's children, because I'm in a position where I can. I have the resources where I can. I'm not saying that people that don't have money, for some reason, they don't have the capacity to do so, but I am in this beautiful situation. Life has granted me this opportunity, so I'm intrigued by it and I'm genuinely excited by it, because I look at governments right now and the structures that we have, and it's not really the vision that I have. I have a vision of a new earth, a beautiful earth where people thrive and everything stems from a place of love, not a place of fear or scarcity. That's not the model that I subscribe to. I think that's such an outdated model of like panic and stress. There is a different way. So I'm interested how much I can contribute to this new reality. And so I presume I'm going to find projects that are going to be fulfilling that way, and they're going to light me up from the inside, and I'm just going to be able to contribute greatly with the skill set that I've acquired over the time. And I'll be able to dedicate 100% of my time for around 70 years, because humanity as we are now, the health standards are telling us that we're going to live to about 100 years old. That's awesome. So I'm going to have 65, 70 years of my life focusing 100% on improving humanity and society. That's pretty freaking cool. So of course I'm gonna grab this opportunity by the balls. I'm so close. I'm gonna go for it full steam ahead. I do want to just throw in there, because I don't want to sound like some golden hero, because I am human. I'm not here to save the world by any standards. So I don't want people to be pulling me up being like, why are you spending money on that car when you should be helping humanity? Because I also want to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I don't really like cars. That's a bad example. But if I choose to have a family and just go off grid for a long time, I might be doing that instead. Maybe my priorities will change when I have kids, if I have kids. And I also want to spend time with my parents so badly. And there are, some countries that I want to explore still. Like, it's a balance. You want to ensure that you're always doing this, like, give and receive at the same time. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself out. Now, the golden question though, how on earth do I plan to retire in just 2.5 years? Step one is to make between $1 to $1.5 million in the next 2 years, which is something that I think is completely doable. And that is through focusing on business development. That includes selling memberships, retreats, books, and courses. Hint, hint, there's a course coming up soon here as well. Obviously, the only way to sell anything ever is through providing immense value to people, which has always been at the forefront of everything that I do. And that's with the paid and free information. With that profit, I intend to invest in extra properties. I love being a landlord. I think it is an amazing opportunity that I get to look after families. I renovate these houses and provide a safe and beautiful space for people to live affordably, for people that can't afford to buy their own house. I think it is such an honor and a gift to be able to do that for people. So I have 3 properties right now, beautifully renovated, and I think I just acquired another 2. So I think I need another roughly 5 in order to make the goal that I want, which is 10,000 USD purely passive income. And to me, I can't think of a better way to make purely passive income than through rental income. Next up, I'm going to continue to diversify my investment portfolio, as well as I'm looking to do angel investing in different companies, and then hopefully they grow and I get dividends paid out from that. But that is less in control. So my main strategy is making my business work and then buying the rental properties as well. So the next part, which maybe I don't need to even consider in this structure to get me to the 10K per month, is to invest in productive land. Everybody always needs to eat. We all need food, and my intention is to bring a lot more healthy, fresh, organic food to everybody. I think, again, it's a human right that has been stripped away from us. So if an opportunity arises to invest in productive land, I already have some of the land that could be turned into productive land, so we'll see how that goes. But I will be hiring someone to be the visionary of that project, so I don't have to run it, only stepping in if I absolutely need to. But I want someone that has full commitment to that project, and that is their life. So yeah, when I started this investment journey, I definitely wanted to be a millionaire by 30. That was a goal that I had. Check, I did that, which is awesome. So now full retirement at 35, because I wasn't aware at the time that there is that extra layer that you have to push a bit more for, which is to get the full passive income. So this is the journey I'm on. I'm looking forward to sharing this information with you as well. But just some takeaways before we finish up. Number one, the sooner you become interested in the world of finances, studying this, investing and saving, the more likely it is that you're going to have early retirement, obviously. So if you become fascinated with this world and unpacking it, you're much more likely on the road to achieve this dream. Secondly, as I mentioned, this isn't for everybody, but because you're watching this, I think it's now drilled into your head for a different possibility of what your life could look like. I like to show people different ways of existing on this earth, and even if you don't think this is possible for you, just allow your mind to explore different possibilities, slowly but surely. Is there a way for you to just become more free with your time? Is there a way for you to have more holidays or vacations more often in your life during the primer years of 30 to 35, 20 to 30? Is there a way to take off time for you to just relax and unwind and de-stress your system? Early retirement doesn't have to meet a concrete, like, I'm never working again. It could be, I'm not working for a period of time and then I'll return back. Grant yourself the opportunity to take some time off. Experience living first and foremost. Life is a precious gift and it can be taken away at any moment. So we do have to ensure that we're truly, truly living. And then finally, I just think that whatever you're working on, even if it is a traditional job, you do want to work in something that makes you feel joyous and sparks something inside of you, and something that you're not like, yay, it's Friday and the weekend. Oh, it's hump day. Oh my God, it's Monday. Life is too short for that. So acquire a job wherever possible of something that does spark joy, even if it's the non-traditional route that people might look down on you. Maybe it is working at a grocery store or selling vegetables. I don't know. It doesn't have to be sometimes what your parents want you to do. And that's a big thing. Follow your own heart, follow your own joy. It's your life. Thank you so much for watching and spending time with me. If you did enjoy it, do make sure that you like and comment. It'll be very helpful for us. And also subscribe if you're new to this channel. We release videos twice a week on finance and freedom and global structures and all of the fun things. And also do check out that newsletter. It is worth it. It is really, really brilliant. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Ah, damn it.